jumping right in, because I know you missed us. You know you've missed us, okay? We got a hot one for you niggas out here. Blue Tigers Fitted, BlueTigersFitted.com, internets. What it do? It's the homie Teek back at it again. Another week, another time to get things right. Engineer Sherm.
We effing it up this week?
We ain't effing it up. Yeah, fuck it. We're fucking it up this week.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's the start of the week.
It's the start.
Almost Turkey Day, as Dwight would call it.
Man. Crazy. Dwight.
You ready for Turkey Day?
No, I'm not.
No? Is it because you're not cooking or it's not ready for all the relatives?
All the relatives. I ain't cooking, and it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. It's a lot. When you got a big family, it's a lot.
In one day.
It's overwhelming.
In one day. Seeing cousins and people that I have no concern for.
Well, I won't say that, but
there's some, man. You know you got an Uncle Willie somewhere that you are not fucking with.
Shout out Uncle Willie. Shout out to
Uncle Willie. You already know. You already know it's going down. And Nostradamus himself, BTF Tom.
I don't know. I'm just looking on the gram here, and now it's got a little clip of something.
Boo.
And it's dated November 15th. So I don't know if it's an album or if it's a what, but I was tragically let down.
It might be a snoozer.
For about 15 years now from him.
Yep.
So.
And play that after you eat your Thanksgiving meal.
To put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Melodic notes.
Yeah. True. We'll see, though. I look forward to that.
I don't know. Has your week been very regular, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just getting ready for
Turkey Day.
Yeah, Turkey Day.
Yeah.
That's all
Are you ever up early enough for the parades?
Nah.
I'm about to say, rumor is Tom's throwing like a fucking Turkey Day extravaganza.
Shindig?
Yeah. A little something.
Okay.
Yeah, I plan to be there dumbass early.
Maybe something.
And stupid ass late.
Come as you are.
Yeah.
Just like
but bring something.
Just like the church.
Right, but bring something though.
Could I owe you? I don't get paid to the next day.
Yeah, I owe you the food when I'm serving dinner too.
What if you owe me on a bet and I just take one of my fifths?
No. It works like that. I don't give a fuck what I owe you.
What if I take one of those fifths away? Like, just keep one of those three that you owe me.
It doesn't work.
Take that off your tab.
I can't stand people
that
handle bets like that, but that's a whole nother issue.
Niggas.
Yes. Internets, I appreciate you, man, rocking with us each and every week. Scumbag Sherm tries to get these episodes up for you, and Freshly Made Music tries not to get us copywritten and hit with those mixes. But I promise you, internets, they are his own. I promise. Except for that, it feels like Summer Joint, which is yeah. But either way, neither here nor there. The real shit that we're talking about this evening, I got my man Jermaine Reese in the building, Flya than average. Clap it up for you guys. Cheers.
Appreciate it.
What's up,
appreciate
baby?
The love. What
it's
up,
been
y'all?
a long time coming.
I know, man. It's been some years, man. You know, just out here grinding.
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm trying to even think, man. The whole time, I'm like, yo, I remember us meeting somewhere outside of someplace. Was it at like an Allen's or something?
Was
it
it
like
Mr. Allen's? I think you and Jumpman.
Yeah, it was.
Boston. Like,
Boston.
yeah.
Shout out to Boston.
It was in a line. We was waiting for something. I don't know what it was, but it was because I was It was Mr. Allen's Pony because I was staying in Waterford.
Yeah. And I remember, and I'm like, I went up there, and I'm like, man, it's like, yo, man, you the guy from YouTube, man. I've been hitting you up. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, here we go. You know, like, have people in line like, YouTube, what is this? right. You know, damn, I'm going to remember what that is. I think, you know what it was for? It was for the, I think it was for the fours. The, I don't know if it was black cement fours.
It might have been.
I think either black cement fours or the red fire red fours. One of the two of those.
Yeah, it was one
or two of those
yeah.
were up there for. No shit. It's been a while, but then I remember, wasn't it somewhere else prior to that though? We met somewhere before that. I'm trying to even think where it was before.
It might have been down south. I think so. I can't really remember though. Like my memory back then is like I ain't got the best memory. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't even smoke. That's the crazy thing. Like, it was all bad. Right. Straight downhill. Like,
yeah, man. And I was just like, damn. Okay, we had you on. I remember doing my blog way back when, man. Detroit blog way back when. And Maine reached out. It was like, yo, man, I'm trying to start my own joint up. I'll repost for you. Da, da, da. And I was like, oh, cool. That's love, man. So I remember that. And then remember you launching the brand, right? Flya to Average, right? Talk about the brand and where your head was at when you first like got the concept for the brand and everything.
When I first got the concept, this is 2011. It was more about like pushing it to sneakerheads, like sneakerheads, Flya to Average, pushing it to sneakerheads, doing like sneaker inspired tees. I did like a Bread 11 tee. Yep. I did like a Raptor 7 tee.
I do.
Like I did like a whole bunch of different tees like that. So, coming on, I was selling them. They was, getting sold. And I was just back in like, I'll say 2015, I just kind of took a step back and was like, you know what? I want to kind of do it in streetwear. Yeah. Like, because, the sneaker stuff was kind of getting played. I realized like it just wasn't going to last. Yeah. Like a lot of the places that I went to, like, that I was going to, I can't think of the name right now, but they was just closing. So it was like a lot of the online resources. I was just doing that sneaker inspired tee stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm going to rebrand it to streetwear. 2015, I took like about a year and a half because I was like, had to get my business right. Had to learn the shit, like do a little design because I wanted to start doing my own designs and all that other stuff. So took some time off, rebranded, came up with a plan. 2017, launched again. Nice. So it kind of took like about a 2-year hiatus within there. 2017 came back strong. Start, grinding again with the Instagram, IG ads, everything. Everybody I knew like, yo, I'm back. Because I got a big family and they support me. And it's just like, if I start with my family and just keep branching out, I got them at least, and just, plus everybody remember like, I remember when you was doing this, that, and this. Keep giving out stuff, tea. Because my thing is, a lot of times people hit me up, yo, let me get a tee. Everybody want to sell shit first. I'm like, look, I'll give away the first one for free. That's just me. I can take that hit right now, whatever, because I'm just trying to get it out there. That's like, real. Just get it out there, the brand. And from there, that's where we at right now, man. Just keep pushing it. Keep trying to do what I do with it. So,
The name Flya to Average, that came from, like, what inspired you? You just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you considered yourself a fly cat or, you know what I'm saying? Or
if I could be honest, I like my logo was like wings, and I feel all dope logos, logos with wings is dope, and that's where I wanted to start with something. I'm sorry, it's just to me, I feel anything with wings and a logo is dope.
Jordan 1, Jordan 1 inspired logo,
right? So nice. So my thing, like, I just wanted to stick with that, and I'm like, I had like about 100 names, and I just like. I don't know. And then I just like Flya to Average, and I was like, maybe it's too long. Then I don't know. It's just different. Flya, like Flya, then Average, and then, then the average thing. So then came up with the logo, and the logo was fire. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just stick with it. Like, that's it. It took a lot of trial and error because I was going through people like, hey, what you think of this? What you think of this? I can't even remember the things that I even tried back then, honestly. I wrote it down on the sheet. It's like, I can't even remember right now, though. But
Now, how's that process been when you go and consult somebody you personally feel like, you connect with? Because I always wonder, like, if I go approach somebody in my family, they're going to tell me yes regardless. They never going to shit on it, even though it could be the wackest thing they ever seen.
See, my thing is, I know who the influencers in my family. I know who the, like, people with sneakerheads. I know who's into fashion. I ain't gonna reach out to a cousin that just do cooking. I'm like, hey, my nigga, I'm like, look, what you think of this? And they gonna be like, yes. I'm like, nah, fuck what you talking about. It's like, I know who to go to, kind of who to. It's just everything to me is about research. I'm a very strategic person. Like, strategy. I plan a lot of stuff out. I gotta do what I gotta do. Like, if I'm going into something, I want to know everything about it. That's just how I am. It might take a little time, but I'll do the research, do what I got to do, try to find everything out, and then go from there and work on, like, what's the best option. So
that's real. Now, inspiration, right? So talk about Detroit's very own, Mr. Rick Williams, Distinct Life. Rick's been on the show a few times. He's a BTF regular. And, just recently, Just Staple. You know, a lot of people in the sneaker community are well aware of Jeff Staple. But for internets that don't, you know, he used to have his own flagship store, Staple Pigeon in New York. He had the Pigeon Dunks that he collaboration with Nike way back when that caused the whole mayhem. The sneakers running for about $5-6 grand to this day.
Definitely.
Which is insane. So you know, Jeff's also collaborated, you know, with Puma.
Right.
Done some things with I think Visvim, and he sold some things at like Payless even as far. So now it's just more his own brand.
Yeah,
you got an opportunity to chop it up and meet Jeff at Complex Con, man. Talk about that, man. Been able to meet one of your idols.
I ran into him like Complex Con. It was cool. I went there the first day. It was just like a Saturday. I had to wait in line for everything. Without the VIP package, it's shit.
It's not worth it.
You're just waiting in line. I waited like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh man, that's some bullshit. I'm like, all right. So then all the drops I wanted, I had to wait. So I'm like, man, all right. So I go back to my hotel. I'm like, man, fuck it, man. I paid $130 for the tickets. I'm about to go in this bitch and have fun. I put like some vodka in the bottle. Like was like, I'm about to just go, you know, whatever, man. Like,
do me.
I'm a Detroit nigga. What can I say? You know, I'm gonna make the best out of this situation. I'm gonna holler at some chicks. I'm gonna do something for that money. You know, like,
you know what I'm saying?
So I came in there Sunday. I ain't had to wait in line. I was like, all right, that's cool. Day two, yup. So I come in there. I'm like, all right, I seen some stuff I wanted to cop. I was like, all right, cool. First security guard tried to play me on the bottle, bringing it in. I went to a different security guard in another line. She was like, what's that vodka? I was like, you want some? She was like, no, go ahead, you good. So I was like, all right, bet, you know. So I got in there, got my bottle, walking around, doing what I got to do. Jeff Staple walks in, and I'm looking like, oh shit. Like, I was like, that's Jeff. I was like, hey man, can I take a picture? He was like, yeah, man. Come on. He was like, come on. So he was real cool about it. I didn't get a chance to really chop it up with him. We talked about a couple minutes, but he had to run. He was just getting there. One of his boys was cool. He even took the picture for me. He was like, yeah, man, I got you. I was like, damn, that's love. Like, that's cool. So we took the picture, chopped it up for a couple minutes. I did give him my card, you know, told him what I was doing. And the thing about it was I had to, the Tree Torn Andre 3000 Jeff Staple collaboration sneakers on. So he seen them and was like, oh, okay, I see you. Because nobody really messed with them like that Andre 3000 collab. And I think that was dope. Like, that was a very, very dope collab. So
it was under the radar for sure.
Right.
People didn't really fuck with it at all, actually. So. Damn. So
well, I was going to say, what inspires you as far as the, you know, because we had a conversation. Shout out to AJ SJ over there, and they brought up a question about Jordan. So I'm wondering, like, the flyer than average brand, the love for sneakers. What, you know what I'm saying? What inspired you the most to hop in the game and say, fuck it, I'm going. You know, what is that one thing that you saw? I was like, I'm gonna do that shit too.
I would say the people before me. I went to the same high school as Maurice Malone.
Okay.
I grew up in Rollo Township, 8 Mile Myers.
Really?
In that area.
You from the township?
Yeah, I'm from the township.
Hey, shout out to the township. Why everybody look around? Shout out to the township.
I'm telling you, people like township get a bad name. It's a great community.
Okay.
Like everybody close. Like people like I went to school with, like all my boys is like my mom went to school with their mom. So we've been knowing each other for life. You know what I mean? So
and the township, for the internets that don't know, never been to Detroit or on 8 Mile. It's like a little segmented island in its own self. It's like on the borderline of like Detroit and like a suburb of, you know, I guess you call Oak Park a suburb, right? Like, it's kind of weird. It's just placed in the middle, and then there's this like fucking Coney that's been there forever, and there's a place I went to run security at somewhere. I was some fucking somewhere, cabaret somewhere, something in there in the township, and I made it out.
Shout out! It's an old folks' home right there. My grandma used to stay there. Rest in peace, grandma. I
always call it like the spot where Mayor Young said, "If you don't like how I'm running the city, take your ass on the other side of 8 Mile." That's pretty much where we at right now, you know, where I'm from. So, you know, like I say, but that's what he was talking about. But yeah, like, man, but go back to the question, man. Maurice Malone went to the high school. Maurice Malone used to be in the township, knew close people from me. As a teenager, man, I'm in high school looking at this dude like, God, like, this is like who I wanted to be with and be around and everything. Like, he was my idol because I seen him, met him like once. My homie down the street knew him and like used to get free clothes. I'm like, oh, this is like, and I used to cop his stuff, support him and everything. So that was the first person. Maybe before that, Carl Kanai. And I always was into fashion. I always was just a dude, just always, you know, all my money went to fashion. Like,
he was the fly guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I was the type of nigga, like, I was working like 10th grade, 11th grade, like, work like 30 hours. My check was like $150.
Yeah.
Man, I went to Oakland Mall, copped the iceberg tee for $135.
I was about to say that's
$250 on the bus.
That guy.
one shirt.
Right.
One shirt. That's it. I came back.
Fuck it though.
Yo, that shirt was fly as hell though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was like, man,
Crushing
like, whatever. Like, you know, that's what I spent my money on. I was that dude. But yeah, but I only like, I never was really with the hype stuff, but I just bought what I bought and like what I like. So yeah.
Now, what's the influence with Rick, man, in Distinct Life? What attracted you to Mr. Williams himself, man?
I would say this, like, I've met Rick once on some passing by stuff, like, yo, what up, man? Like, you know, cool, like, shook my hand.
Yeah.
My thing was, my inspiration behind that, with Flya than Average, it's a clothing brand. But I wanted to turn it into a creative services company to where I can work with different brands like Adidas, Nike, do collaboration with shoes.
Sure.
Like with my logo and me designing shoes as well. And Rick was the first person I seen do that in the city. Yep. You know what I mean? And Burn Rubber as well. Like they was doing it like that. But with Distinct Life, he's taking it to a whole nother level, like with advertising, marketing and everything. I just want to stick with the sneakers for now though.
Sure,
but you know, just, you know, get those plugged with the sneakers. But that's where the staple kind of inspiration comes from, the Rick inspiration. Like, and to see that, you know, homegrown, you know, in the city, like, man, that's like, all right, I could do that. And that's where I want to take the brand, but I know it's going to take time, marketing and all of that, building relationships and doing all of that, which is going to take a couple years, but that's my end goal for the brand. Like,
yeah. So like, you know, tying into that a little bit. So you saying some of your goals is to, you know, branch out and, you know, do collaborations. What's the ultimate, like when it's all said and done and you look back on it, like, all right, I did that. What is that image for you, for your brand?
Sneaker shop, selling sneakers, selling Flya than Average gear. With a sneaker shop, you're not really going to make much money selling sneakers. You need a niche.
Yep.
My niche is Flya than Average. That's my niche to come in there, sell clothes and selling clothes as well too, but mainly just sneakers. And I want to in the city. He's in Midtown. He's in 7 Mile and Livernois in that area. One of the others, but this is like, you know, down the line. But that's be the ultimate goal, to have a store where I'm selling my product and also selling sneakers, and my collaborations is coming out of this place. Maybe have a little performances here and there, putting on local Detroit artists, because I'm into Detroit hip hop. I've always been, and you know, just coming in, you know, blessing the stage, have like a little stage at nighttime, shut it down, do performances. That's like my end goal where I want to be with it. So
nice.
yeah.
Oh yeah. 7 Mile, that's a nice hood too.
Yeah,
very nice hood.
Go get some cousins.
Gotta love 7 Mile.
You know
Definitely.
Hey, shout out to 7 Mile.
Don't shout out cousins, man.
Gotta love 7 Mile.
I'm shouting out my city. I'm putting on for my city.
Nothing wrong with cousins.
I'm putting on.
Diabetic coma cousins, nigga.
Come on, get some. You know what I'm saying? You say how you started in 2011?
Yeah.
You say you just got back on it?
Yeah, last year.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And how's been the rebrand, the relaunch? How's that been going?
Yeah, like what have you learned? Like what are you doing differently now that you didn't do when you first started?
I'm more active on social media.
Yeah.
My passion is there before. Like, life sometimes hits you hard. Like, I think some people in here can relate, like going through shit and, you know, family wise and everything. Like, I was going through a lot of stuff around that time. I wasn't focused more on it, but then like this time, just more social media branding. I'm out here more, hitting these clubs more. I'm shaking people's hands. You know what I mean? Like going out there, doing what I got to do. If I got to start here, do it, whatever. I just came from Cali. Like I say, I was out there doing what I got to do, and in LA, went to Long Beach as well too. Hitting these shops, hitting people, you know, just doing it, you know, what I got to do from my endpoint.
How has that been with trying to build those relationships? How difficult or how easy has it been? You know, like, because again, so many people, to your point, so many people doing it, right? So many different clothing brands and t-shirt brands everywhere.
Right.
Like, is it difficult, like, you know, kind of chopping up with someone and being like, hey, you know, on this brand, and like, all right, man, cool, just leave me your card, whatever. Or is it like, have you been seeing some love as of late? You know what I mean?
Not much love. Yeah. But I still, and the only reason I say that, Detroit is clicked up. Let's just be honest. It's a lot of people who are in the same circle who you can't really come in that circle in a sense unless you know somebody in that circle.
Sure.
So, like, I went to the Emory Jones event at Mr. Allen's. Yep. Everybody knew each other in that bitch. I'm looking around like, damn, all right, I don't know nobody in this motherfucker.
Nobody, yeah.
You know, I'm like, everybody shaking hands. Hey, what up, man? They all clicked up and shit. And, you know, just trying to approach them people like, yo, what up? I do this, I do that. Yeah, looking at me and all that shit like, all right, man, whatever, man. Get the fuck out of here. So, you know what? To me, I'm the type of nigga like, fuck joining they clique. I'm gonna make my own clique.
clique.
That shit put the battery in my back. Like fuck it.
And that's essentially what we did.
I was literally about to ask you that too. Like, did that give you more fuel? And it sounds like it definitely did. So
definitely to do my own thing. Like, I don't want to say everybody needs someone in a certain aspect, but I'm not about to go just try to join somebody clique and do whatever when I got the resources to do this shit on my own, build relationships with people. I'm a very positive person. Like, I build relationships with people, meet people like, hey, what up? You know, this, that, and this, and just go from there, man. I think the brand is dope and it should speak for itself, but you still got to go out there and build those relationships and meet people and do what you got to do. So.
Sure.
Now,
go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. My bad. Well, see, you say you went out to Cali. How was the Cali love though? Because I feel like in Detroit, you got to go away to make a comeback in this motherfucker. Right. You got to go get put on elsewhere, and you'll come back popping as the man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I've been here the whole time, bro. Right. So when you go out to Cali, I'm assuming it's all love.
It's love. Like, I had security guard. Man, I had people working security at Complex Con coming up to me like, yo, that shit is dope. Let me get a card. Yeah. You know, so it was like all love, just random people just coming up to me. I'm at Venice Beach, Santa Monica Pier, people know, just, you know, oh man, that's dope. You know, giving them cards and stuff, just out there, you know, networking with people, hitting different shops. Like, it was cool. The love was real genuine, honestly.
That's what's up.
We love.
Yeah. And how important, like, for people coming up, because we get a lot of people that listen to this show and, you know, really love when we do guest spots like yourself, man. Right. So it's just dope hearing the story and then being able to come back a year or so later and literally check you out, because we already know this is going to be a success story. We already know.
Oh, yeah, can see. Sure.
I appreciate that.
Right, the brand and the vision, right? We don't have nobody on BTF that we feel is whack and ain't going to do nothing.
We already claimed it.
We already claimed it.
I definitely appreciate that.
So, like, tell the people that are listening, how important is it to do research? How important is it to, you know, look at your different brands, kind of like you said, set yourself aside. Like, in the beginning, you wanted to stay with sneaker brands and started trying to bring out a shirt for every release. And then you're like, damn, the Bobby Freshes of the world and everybody else, you know, just name one of many. We're doing the same thing every Jordan 11 release or every Jordan, 3 release. How important is it to, one, set yourself aside from the competition, and then 2, researching like materials, fabrics, type of screen printings, heat presses, so on and so forth. Like talk about that a little bit.
That's the first thing you should do. If you get an idea, man, you got to manifest that idea and do that research. Yeah. Like, just don't go to be like, oh, I want to be like him, or everybody want to be like Supreme. Nobody want to put in the work. But like with Supreme, I mean, it came a long way, but like I say, you got to carve your own niche. You definitely got to do the research. Like, it's so much free shit out there with the internet and with Google and doing whatever, man. Like, people be putting out information and everything, like blogs, like all types of stuff. Like, man, like, it's so much, like Maurice Malone, like Jeff Staple does these business of hype things. Like, it's just like not even like a podcast, like a talk. Yep. He'll talk to some of his favorite people, like. And he's only like done like maybe like 15 of them, but it's so much knowledge and so much stuff in that. And people talk about their failures too. Like, people sometimes are afraid to talk about their failures. Like, you got to research, do what you got to do. Like, everything ain't a success. Like, honestly, it takes a lot of grind and it takes a lot of whatever. You just got to stick with it, honestly. Sure. And it's a lot of information out there. That's all I can say. It's just, I do it like a lot of research and just do what I got to do. Kind of just check it out, like looking into this, looking into that. And honestly, that's what it's all about. Like, anytime you got free time, do research. I had to research Facebook ads, Instagram ads, listening to what was my man Gary Vaynerchuk. Oh yeah, Gary. Like that dude. Gary V, he put me on all that stuff. I did the research, started whatever, looking into it. Like, all right, so this is how you do this. This is how you do that. It's a lot of trial and error, but sometimes I may cost you some money, but in the end, it's gonna be worth it though. Yeah. Sure.
And now, have you had any failures you look back and that almost stopped the whole movement? Like, man, fuck it, I done failed too hard. I'm done with this.
So, all right, I'll say this. Back when I was doing the sneaker design tees, like, I was, they was like, yo, Lightning 4s is coming out. I'm like, oh shit, I got this dope design for it. Man, I'm like,
I remember.
I put, what was the King of Lightning? Right? Is it,
Zeus?
Zeus. Yeah. I put Zeus peeking out the Lightning 4 holding like a thing of lightning and like the yellow and blue colorway and everything. I'm like, this shit is dope. Like I put like a lot of money into this tee, right? So man, they canceled the damn shoe.
Yeah,
That
Jordan,
shit didn't come out.
Jordan Brand only brought out the Thunders. The
Yeah.
black and yellow.
Yeah.
They didn't bring the inverse. They didn't bring the yellow and black.
Nah.
All that money I put into it, done.
So, and it's moves like that you can't control that said,
Yep.
fuck that, I'm going to streetwear.
Right, exactly. I'm like,
All right.
that's one of the main things, honestly, that got me
Shout out
like,
to
you know
Jordan
what?
Brand.
Yeah,
Forget
yeah.
this, man. I put too much money into it. I mean, the design, but the design was dope. I will say that, but it just did not come out at all.
I feel like you should hold on to that design. Don't throw that away.
Oh, no, no,
Hold on to that. You done gave it away to the internet.
Right,
If anybody pops up with Zeus on their shit, we know.
a Jordan Brand might be like, yo, I'm coming back out with it. And I'm like, yo, I got it. Like, I got it. Like,
Yeah. Hey, man, that's dope, man. I like that shit.
No, that is, man. Like, that's the other thing. Like, talk about, like, okay, now motivation. Sherm touched on it a little bit. Like, how do you continuously stay motivated? How? Like, you get up, you know, get a design, get it printed, nothing jumps. Or you get up, get a design, it jumps, and you're like, okay, what's the next thing? Like, how do you keep finding motivation to do, an inspiration, I should say, to do different designs and keep going?
I would say, especially like coming back out in 2015 and the grind where I'm at now is like, oh shit, like I really built a following and it became, you know, I'm not like up there and nothing like that. I'm just slowly grinding, you know, just the process and everything like that. And people is feeling it. Like I know I got something good. I know I got something great. And with me, it's all about patience. But I'm not so a patient person, but my passion comes in to help me with my patience.
Sure.
That is, it kind of works hand in hand with me to the point that I can be patient and just like, yo, just play the long ball. Just play the long ball. You know, keep hitting them with this, hitting them with this. As long as I'm consistent with the designs, like everybody mess up because they'll be like, yo, I'm coming out with 10 different designs all in one, like this, that, and this. Like I was having a talk with like my people that do my screen printing, and he was like, man, you're doing it right. Like a couple designs here, a couple designs there, hit them with winter, spring, fall. He was like, I know this shit is expensive. People be coming in here like, I need 5 different shirts done, 5 different designs all at once. And he like, nigga, that shit is expensive for me. So I know it's expensive for you. You know, so it's like people try to come out like so hard and so fast, you know, and just with everything all at once. Like Maurice Malone, one of the things he was like, all you need is one to hit. That's it.
Yep.
All you need is that one and that's going to hit.
One, yeah, I agree with that.
So to me, consistency, man, that's the main thing.
Have you ever thought about now, like talking about screen print and things like that? You ever thought about investing in your own machine?
I thought about it, honestly. I really did. I was looking at the ones that just, the big super fancy, like it's like a big printer that sit on the desk, and all you do is like a laser or something. I don't know the name of it, but it's the mug costs like about 30,000. Like, yeah, and they was like, yo, we can put you on a payment plan. And I was looking at it, I was like, nigga, that's a car note. Like, damn, but you know, like I'm like, man, but you know, you'll be doing it up
2517.
Right.
like, man, that's a ridiculous. I was like, man.
So is it just you that does everything, or you own,
Everything in-house.
Or everything is in house? Okay.
Pretty much everything is in house. It's I got one company that I use to print everything. I do all of I like to say, I be telling people like even on IG from like, yo, we the team this, team that. But nigga, it's just me. That's about it. Like it just sound good, you know what I
Do
mean?
you find
Like,
that more difficult when it's just you? Is it more difficult to
it's more hands on and it's more I got the time to do it. Like I don't have kids, nothing like that. So my everyday life, like I said, I was married, divorced now. I do have step kids, but they old as hell, like 20, 18. 20, and then they 18. So it's like, you know, they grown. So, you know, it's like I got my time to myself, my family, so I can do it now. But what I was reading a lot of different things, it's gonna come a point at that time where I'm gonna have to start handing stuff off and hiring more people and doing what I gotta do. I'm so hands on now that I could get it done. I'm doing what I gotta do, but it ain't gonna be like that forever. Like,
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Fly the average, man. So what else do you want to see? 2019's on its way and it'll be here soon. Like anything you can tell the people, man, like that you're working on or what to expect come like spring or summer of next year?
Right now we got all our winter stuff out. We got the hoodies. It's hoodie season.
Fire.
Like I said, you know, you can go to the website, www.flya.com, FLYATHANAVERAGE.com. And if you can't spell that, or if you know have a problem typing it in, even hit it up with BEFLYA, bflya.com. That's the new thing, linking it up to the site. So I wanted to keep it short for everybody to kind of like if they don't want to type the whole thing. But my thing with spring, I would like to be in stores. That's what I'm working on now. 1-2 stores in the city. I don't care, Mr. Allen's, anything. Like, it depends on the store and who I build a relationship with. It's about relationships. Like, I know, like, me being the new brand, they're going to be like, yo, this the split. I'm like, all right, it ain't gonna be that great, but still just to have it in stores, you know what I mean? I could take that hit right now,
Here's my thing though. It's a global market, right? And our podcast, everything, like, was it 8 billion, 7 billion people in the world? Of that, about 2 billion on the internet. That's a huge, do you even need to go in a brick and mortar anymore?
You know what? You don't.
I should say, is that a goal for you to be in a brick and mortar exclusively, or do you rather be Flya, go big on his own? You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather go big on his own directly to the website. But my thing is, I'm in the city. I'm close to people, I could build those relationships in the city while I'm here, especially I want to kind of go and hit these sneaker con events in different cities and building relationships in different cities as well. But people say you got to get it popping in your city, but you really don't. But it's just, and I've heard that before. You got to do that and do that. So that's just my standpoint from pleasing other people, I guess.
Because that sounds like some 03 rap shit. You
right,
take over your community.
Exactly. So
you know what I'm saying?
If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm still good.
Right.
But still building those relationships so people can. I guess my thing is seeing it. And having that visual.
Okay.
And having that's another thing. And having it in stores, people have that visual and they can see it in stores and kind of know what it is.
That's true.
Some people are kind of like, how could I put it? They hold like that key. They hold that key for you to do this and to say if it's dope, then you can get on and all that stuff.
Right.
Too as well, you don't want nobody saying yo, it's dope and then everything comes real fast and you on and then now you got a steady decline. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to keep it steady, I don't want no fad and no instant gratification.
Nah, ain't gonna be no fad. Teek athlete. Shout out to Teek. He was supposed to give us your merchandise years ago.
It wasn't years ago.
It wasn't years ago. No, I ain't gonna front on him.
It was a few weeks ago. Shit was going on with y'all. We were taking a hiatus. A fucking Dearbra came out of nowhere.
Dearbra.
Well, listen, he finally gifted it to us. I'm like, yo, this shit is fly, bro. I fucks with this.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
You got all your sizes. They had a large. I'm
all
like,
my
oh, great.
sizes,
This one's going to Fresh. This one's going to Sherm. Great. This one's going to Tom. Fuck. All right, I got this one. Cool.
We just appreciate the love, first and foremost. I'm down on XL, so it all looks good on me.
Workout Sherm over here has been in full effect.
It's all good. I appreciate it. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
no doubt, man. I definitely appreciate y'all, man, having me on the platform
definitely, man.
and everything, man. It's definitely y'all love, man. Real talk.
We got to link y'all with some folks, man. I know we got a couple people, shout out to the homeboy Freddie P and a couple other folks, man, we can link you with, man, and get some merch up because they do some pretty dope shit in the city. So,
I definitely appreciate that. That's my thing, man. Just building relationships, man.
That's it.
Doing what I got to do, shaking hands and all that stuff,
Kiss
man.
Babies in the whole nine.
Right, exactly.
What's funny is there's so many dope people in our town, our city, whatever, that's doing so many things, but like you said, they're isolated. So you'll get them doing that one thing over there that's dope, and they won't even know that you're over here doing your thing that's dope, but y'all fucking probably meshed well together. You know
exactly. Man, somebody hit me up like, yo, how do you do this? Man, I'll give out the information like, yo, you need to do this, do that. Like, I'll share any information that I got with people, man. If I got to take the hit for people to kind of learn and all that stuff, that's what you got to do.
Right.
But, I don't want nobody to struggle. You don't want nobody to struggle.
Right.
If I just want to share the love and everything,
Spread love, not war.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, man. Well, man, you hanging back second half?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, we in the building, man. Internets, check them out, man. Flyer than average. My man, Maine. Gotta support the family over at Flyer than average. Go cop the t-shirts. Go cop the hoodies. Right? Stay warm.
Appreciate it. Hoodie season, y'all.
Hoodie season already, man. This is the Blue Tigers Fitted Show. Internet's going to take a quick break, man. Check out Freshly Made Music, and we'll be right back. Cheers.
Yo, it's Freddie P from the HeatFactory.com, man. I'm kicking in the Studio One with BTF Teek, Tom, and Sherm. Check out the new show Tuesday, Blue Tigers Fitted, man.
You hold the answer. Tell me, Rose, where can they be? Oh, please,
Tigers for the internets. We're back after that quick break. Check it out, man. Back in second half action, second half mode, sicko mode. Maine still in the building, you know what I'm saying? Fly to average. Definitely make sure you go support. We're going to get into the second half. I'm going to jump the second half off like such. Funny we're talking about clothing and clothing brands. Something that was a huge no-no for me this weekend. Saw on IG, on Foot Locker, to be exact.
Oh.
Tupac and Black Panther.
Oh.
Talk about a collaboration. Literally, I went to see this shit, and I'm like, all right, flicking through the IG, you know, you see like the model, and I'm like, Tupac, like it's just a picture of Pac. What the fuck? Foot Locker selling some Pac merch? Then I see like Tupac written in like the old English lettering. Then I see a t-shirt with the fucking Wakanda mask shit on, the Black Panther on the back of the shirt. Then on the front of the shirt, it's got this big ass circle that says Wakanda forever until the end of time. Like, what type of jigaboo shit is this?
Culture vultures.
So exactly, culture vulture for sure. Shout out to Fly to Average. Culture vulture for sure, bro. Like, because I look and I'm like, yo, this did not sit well with me. So I immediately tagged 9 of my good friends that I know that are in the sneaker realm, all from Jock Slade, Cousteau, to Nick Mgall, to Rich Mays Lopez, Jumpman Bostic was on there, D Wells from OSD Live was on there. Immediately got the heavy hitters that would have like pushed this and be like, what? So I added Foot Locker, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Explain. And
Explain.
they
Period.
literally like were like, yo, follow us back and then check your DM. I'm like, I already follow you punk ass niggas, and I'm gonna send you this DM. Check your DM. So I like kind of went off. And I was basically like, yo, this is like super offensive, super fucking money pit action. I'm like, you're taking
Wait.
something in motherfucking.
You wrote a letter.
Oh, I'm on the
Oh,
motherfucking.
he definitely did that. He
big
went that route.
tweet, bro.
He wrote customer service.
Customer motherfucking service, digital style. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know, I'm like, yo, this doesn't sit well with me. Like, explain why you all would team up with the brand of such to even do all of this. Like, explain to me why y'all would do this.
Wow,
what
as
I'm
he
saying?
actually shows us this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
no,
Yeah,
you
no, I
had a-
wasn't playing, bro. Like,
you
and
had a
they're just
legit
like,
conversation with Foot
the
Locker.
very first thing they tell me is like, I'm like, yo, explain this shit. Needs to explain exactly why you're selling this. And then they're like, oh, this is our Black Panther plus Tupac plus Funko Pop line. Here's the link.
Funko what?
Funko Pop.
I'm like,
Shout out to my Funko Pop.
I'm like,
But-
yo, man, I don't want no link for this shit. They sent me a link. I'm like, yo, you know, I said, not asking for the info. I said, why would you sell something like this? This isn't forward thinking, doesn't push the culture forward, and it's offensive to many that support you all. You know, and if they're saying, if you would, we could forward our complaints to our corporate office for further review. I said, yeah, you need to do that. And be extremely careful with situations like this with hundreds of thousands of people that support the Foot Locker brand. And then they're like, you know, in order to, you know, best suit you, going to send, you mind giving your name, your phone number, email address. I'm like, yeah. And I even had another description on what the fuck was said because, again, Tupac and Wakanda.
I was about to say that sounds like the East Side gas station combination dream right
You
there.
know what they're
Tupac
gonna
and Wakanda.
They
You
need
know
to
what they're
pull
gonna do,
that
right?
shit.
They're going to give you a $20 certificate.
I don't want anything.
That's what they're
I
gonna
want you to
give you.
pull that
They're
bullshit
going to say, shut up, nigga.
from your store.
Buy our stuff
Calm
from our
down.
stores.
Wakanda forever. nigga.
Calm down, Wakanda,
Wakanda forever.
Tupac, West Side, all that shit.
Maine, something
Relax.
like this, bro. Tupac, 1996, 2018. Half the niggas that saw Black Panther probably never even heard Pac's music.
Exactly.
Okay. And what execs at Foot Locker are like, oh, you know what? That's it. Let's bring that in here.
Some suckers. Sucker shit. That's
Some
what
sucker
that is.
shit.
It's just bad. That's just, I don't know. I seen it though, and I was just like, oh man, for real? This is what we doing?
Like,
oh.
really, if one of y'all niggas walked around with a Tupac and Wakanda Forever t-shirt, it'd be a problem in here. Wakanda Forever until the end of time.
I know Maine got a brand out there, the Culture Vultures. I'm not with Culture Vulture on no levels.
Right.
And that, to me, is like this definition at its finest.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Like-
definitely. That is it right there.
What buyer thought that? I'm literally a formal complaint. Like, if I don't hear shit on Thursday, it's gonna be a wrap. Forwarding this back up.
Now, let me ask that. In fact, because you know, I'm an owner of a Culture Vulture t-shirt of yours. What inspired you to sit there and say, you know what, fuck that, I'm making a t-shirt tonight? You probably saw something on MTV or whatever. You
know
ain't
what?
like, you know.
It was even Dame Dash said it, of course, you know, but this is before Dame Dash even like start promoting it and with the books and all of that shit. Like I came out with the T and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this, and I just started the design and everything. It popped in my head, was like, this would be dope. Like, and I usually don't really try to offend people, but I was like, fuck it. Like, I was just like, that's just me. Like, I didn't care. Like, yo, I'm gonna come out with this and just, you know, bring it out and it hit. Like everybody was feeling the design, and then I even was rocking it at Complex Con. And the people who were culture vultures was looking at me like dope shirt, and I was like, ha ha.
Now, what's funny is some big corporations are gonna like jack the T-shirt design entirely and vulture off your culture vulture T-shirts just to make it even more
we've seen
exciting
that
and shit.
multiple times with just anything. I remember when they did. You remember the Escalades back in the day? They had that bright blue, whatever color. That was a color. Like from people started doing like candy paint and all that stuff like that. Now they have like the bright blue colors of the Escalades or
you talking about that chameleon paint?
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
or you could do it. I can remember different sneakers. Few people we know came out with, and then it just so happened they have that exact colorway come out.
The
like,
corporate
come
color
on, man,
version
get the
of
hell
it.
out of
My
here.
favorite hue is Jay-Z blue.
Right, like just shit like that. So I guess they here to make that money though.
I
Still
guess so.
sucker shit to
So
me.
now that brings me to another point. So cool, Pac's mom's gone. The Pac estate. Somebody sold out during that shit.
Yeah, who's
clearly.
getting money off this?
Who's getting money off that?
Pac's people are.
I guess.
I
His
hope.
estate.
Someone. His estate. Someone.
I hope.
But also, RP Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Because who's passed away,
Yeah.
who's getting money off this?
Well, his family. I think his wife's still alive.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's probably what, like 52 or something like that?
Nah, they about
He
the
was
same
95,
age. No, they about the same
has
age.
some huge
She's in his
action going
80s,
on.
something like
I know.
that.
I know. Stan has some drama. You know what I'm saying, off the scenes or whatever, with people trying to get in his pockets and, and vulture his money.
Was he sickly?
He was 95. So
Like, do we know
No, I
what he
think
passed away with? Is it still too early?
I think it's just-
Yeah, it might be too early because he literally passed the day recording. And like I said, he was a 95-year-old man. He lived the full life,
lived a long life,
made a lot of money. And it's crazy. Comics influenced so many people. So rest in peace to Stan Lee, man.
Yeah.
So, and even bringing up the Wakanda Forever, Foot Locker ain't paying Stan Lee for
Right.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all
Yeah,
got to
they
break
ain't.
bread. Stan Lee came up with Wakanda,
That's crazy.
which is
The
crazy.
thing
itself.
of it
Very
now,
crazy.
though, because didn't I know Disney bought it, but he still has like a lot of interest within the company, and it still has a share in everything. And like,
better.
I know, but I just don't know how much. But I know Disney buy Marvel or something like that, like the rights. But he still has of course, like a lot of interest and controlling interest within there. So I don't know who that goes to, but they good.
Yeah,
They real
Somebody
good.
getting paid. I know Disney paid $8 billion
Yeah,
for the rights to Marvel, but it's way worth like
You say billion?
billion.
yeah. It was
But
up there,
think
yeah.
about
think about what.
But
Black
think
Panther
about
itself
how
did fucking.
Like 2 billion. on
2.2
his
But
own.
think about
Yeah.
how much each movie is
It's
worth.
worth.
So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at the end of
Yeah,
the day,
sure.
it's just
Think about
like
it. They came in. They got it in.
they definitely came up.
I don't even know if Stan Lee knows how big in the culture he is. I mean,
don't
black,
think he
white,
care-
red, and different.
I don't think he
knows.
cares money wise. I don't think he.
No, I ain't
he
even
cared
talking
at
about
all.
money wise because there's so many people that were just like comic books shaped so many. When did he start in 51? Like, I don't even know. Don't even
Way,
quote me
way,
on
way
that.
back there.
But comics and Marvel comics themselves, and
Right,
from
right.
Spider-Man to fucking the Black Panther to Thor to Captain America, like you know how many childhoods you've shaped, create,
Yep.
mold, help,
Yep.
like bro.
Yeah, I don't know. For
That's
me,
crazy.
it's just thinking about like so you have stuff growing up. So like for me, it was comics or Marvel, X-Men, shit like that, or you got like your Arnold Schwarzenegger, your Sylvester Stallone's, and
Right.
all that shit like that, and then you got your rappers like Tupac, Biggie, all that stuff. You just kind of came up with. It kind of shaped your childhood, so you always have like this certain spot like in your heart for all of that stuff, and it's just like when you see, I saw the other day fucking Sylvester Stallone is. I mean, of course they're about to have Creed too, but he's making Rambo right now.
Oh wow.
Cut it out.
I swear,
He's Rambo?
Yeah, he's
Cut
making
it out.
Rambo.
Oh,
I
shit.
swear.
Kill yourself.
I swear, I swear he's making it.
Definitely
but
not going to see
it's
that
just
shit.
like you think about that,
Yeah.
and it's just like you see how old they are now, and it's like for their age they're in great shape.
Right.
Like I think Arnold is doing another Terminator.
Oh.
That's happening. So, you look and you see how old these guys are, and it's just like you thinking like these guys are in their like 75
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're still doing this stuff, and it's just like, God damn, I feel like I'm getting old as shit.
Right.
Like, and it's just like, for one, why y'all still making these fucking movies? For one, Creed, I get. Because you're not out here boxing and shit. You you taking the role of Mick or whatever the fuck. But to be playing Rambo again, like the storyline is like it's some country. He in a country now. All I've seen, because he, you know, if you follow him on IG, he's like riding a horse. He's showing a picture of the knife and all that. Like, come on, man. You showing images of
You
blood
follow
and
Sylvester
stuff.
Stallone on Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
It's a goddamn
I
shame.
do.
It's a dark day when you have to follow.
So I don't
Sly
give a
Stone
fuck what either one of you guys
on IG.
think.
What do you
I
want to
really
see?
don't care.
Want to see a fucking over the top remake?
Just said
and
these
shit?
motherfuckers was like my kid heroes and shit. So fuck it, whatever.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And then you know the one thing
Last
I saw with
Action Hero.
Arnold, I saw with Arnold Schwarzenegger, he has the makeup and shit from the Terminator and shit. I'm like, is he really? How do you do that
Dude,
storyline?
there's
How are you a
nothing.
robot and you're aging? I don't understand.
There's nothing
that.
at the movies right now.
No, it's not.
Zero.
Well,
Stan Lee's supposed to be in Avengers 4, and he's gonna.
he shot.
Yeah, he
He
all
shot
the
for like the
scenes.
next 5 or 6 movies. So
and the Captain Marvel.
that's fine. Yeah,
Right?
He's going to be in
there.
all of those.
And it's possibly, potentially, that Spider-Man, that Far From Home, whatever.
The animated one.
Yes.
It's supposed to be an animated
Yes.
one.
Supposed to be animated one.
That one might be all right.
Yeah, that's
I
Black
always
Spider-Man, too.
fall asleep
Shout
on
out to
animated
Miles,
movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think quietly, Stan Lee's greatest achievement was, and a lot of people don't know it or don't want to recognize it, but the whole mutants, Wolverine,
yeah.
Cyclops, that was all supposed to be the Black struggle.
Oh yeah, definitely. Malcolm
All
and
of
Martin.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. With
Professor
Professor
Yeah.
X and
Magneto.
Magneto.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So shout out to Stan Lee for being a part of the culture the
Yep.
whole time. So
Yeah.
he's definitely gonna be missed, man.
So then what? Man, let me throw it to you. Top 3 Marvel movies. No particular order. Just 3 that you could think of that you really fucked with from Marvel.
Man,
In no particular order.
I really like that last Avengers movie, man. I ain't gonna lie, like,
Yeah,
I'll be
Infinity-
watching that
Infinity
shit like
War?
all the time, like, yeah.
Yeah, Infinity War, yep.
I would say the top 3 that were all right, that one, Infinity War, Black Panther, of course, and the Civil War joint, like the
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
that
Captain
yeah,
America,
because it was it 2 Civil Wars or one?
Winter
One.
Soldier.
One.
and
Yeah,
then there
right,
was-
right.
No, not the other one, not one of the second one. I think it
The
is.
second
Third
one,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
You're
that
right,
one was
right.
dope. Like
Yeah.
that was probably to me the best 3. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. No, I like your list. I ain't
Sean,
gonna lie.
Sean, where you at?
I gotta agree with him. I literally watched Infinity War last week. Well, no, not what's the current one? The last Avengers one was
Infinity War?
Yeah,
Okay,
that was Infinity War.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Infinity War for sure. I'm a big fan of Winter Soldier myself. So I'll
Okay,
take that
yeah.
one. And I want to put Black Panther in it just because but
Of course you do.
but
Black motherfucker.
I'm gonna say Iron Man 1, bro, because that was
I was
that
thinking
that's
that
what-
too.
so
I was
you took
trying
my
to.
So that's
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly where I was at, man.
Took my
Iron
shit.
Man 1,
Okay.
for sure. Definitely do, Winter Soldier. That shit was fire. And honestly, I'm gonna throw a wrench in the plan. I'll throw a Blade in there.
Blade.
Ooh, yeah, but which Blade?
Blade 1.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Blade
All right.
1. Because when you think about
I
it,
like it. I like
what other really black superhero did you see prior to
Motherfuckers
that?
always trying to
Yeah.
skate uphill.
Yeah,
I skate uphill.
And that was like 90,
Yeah.
97, 98?
Yeah, that was
he's-
good.
Nah, that was later than that.
Really?
Was it
Was it?
later?
I
Okay.
thought Blade 2 was
Oh,
like
Blade-
2000.
yeah.
High school?
Yeah, bro. I think so.
Yeah,
Blade was on high
1,
school, bro.
We'll
Maybe.
double check it. We'll
Yeah,
fact
we'll
check
check
it.
it.
Yeah.
That was a good wrench in there.
You like
Yeah,
that one, huh?
I like that one. I like that.
For me, Infinity War was very dope.
98, by the way.
Was it?
Fuck. Old fuckers.
We
All right,
old time.
definitely.
That's,
all right.
that's 20 years old,
Shit.
motherfucker.
That's crazy. The
Wow.
first Blade.
First Blade.
Shout out to Wesley.
Holy
Goddamn.
shit.
My
Shout out
thing,
to Wesley.
if
His
that
ten-
came out,
Wow.
if that
That
came
was
out,
98?
20 years ago.
remember the whole new vampire craze? When was that, like 07 to 010?
That was before all of
the
that.
Vampire with
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
That was
and
before all of that,
Was that
though.
Brad Pitt? Tom Cruise, I'm thinking of.
That was the
And
first
Brad
wave
Pitt was
you're
in
speaking
there.
of.
Yeah.
Teek. That new wave, I'm talking about with like the fucking sparkly
Yeah.
vampires.
Twilight shit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
come till later.
right.
That was
Yeah, that's what
mid-
he's
That's
saying.
what I'm saying. If it had came then,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
Marvel would be even more goddamn
That's
famous.
crazy.
Which
98.
is crazy.
Anywho, that blew my mind right there. Infinity War, Winter
Yeah.
Soldier.
Mhm.
Um,
Don't say Captain Marvel.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. I can't say
But you
Captain Marvel.
do some shit like that.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna say the very first X-Men that came out.
The first one.
Yeah,
Wow.
because that kicked it off. That was the beginning
Mm.
in
What the hell was that one,
2000.
man? I didn't say so many. It's just
X1, the first one.
running together.
When Hugh Jackman, they introduced him as Wolverine. That was the first any kind of
Wait,
comic book movie,
I'm still trying
anything
to
for
think.
me.
That's the one where so many fucking Wolverines, so many one where he killing niggas and
So
jetting
when
out.
he's fighting in the ring in Canada. He meets Rogue. She
The
escapes in
Sabretooth?
his little
The Sabretooth?
yeah, that
Sabretooth
one.
is
She
in
escapes in
there.
his
you
little
like
motor
that one?
home.
You like that one
No,
better
but
than,
what I'm saying for like the impact, that was the start of everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
give you that.
That was the very
It was.
first one out
give
of
you that.
any of them.
Fucking Ray Donovan.
So because if you can look at Blade all day, but that wasn't, they didn't promote that as a Marvel fucking
Right.
movie.
You just had to know.
You know, and I know
yeah,
X-Men was by Sony or whatever, or Fox, whoever it was
Right.
by, but it was a Marvel
Oh, yeah, still Marvel.
that started all of that.
Sure.
So for me, it's those three, and then the fourth will be Black Panther.
That is
Wow.
so crazy. He had that influence, man. Rest in peace to Stan Lee. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
definitely,
crazy.
definitely.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. So that's Tom. You're sucker shit.
Yeah, so I was in the car, right?
Okay.
And I'm driving, came from the grocery store, wherever the fuck I was coming
Where were
from.
you at?
Hold on.
Yeah, wherever I was
Preface
at.
this. What do you mean sucker shit? What is sucker shit?
I
Let me ask you that, Tom.
What's
What-
sucker shit?
What is sucker shit?
I'm about to tell you what sucker shit is. Let me give you this example.
All
So,
right.
i.e.,
One day you were frolicking and playing.
yeah, I'm that's sucker shit. No, don't frolic and play. So I'm driving, right? And I'm sitting at the light, listening to music, whatever, and, you know, just kind of looking, and I glance up, and I see a license plate that says Maya's Man.
Mm.
And I'm like, Maya's Man.
I know
I
that bitch.
know that. Well, I'm thinking on mine. I was like, I know some dude. This better not be a dude, or what else could it? And I pull up next to the guy. It's a nigga,
Mm.
Okay.
and you could definitely look at him
Uh-huh.
and tell that it definitely means that he's representing his chick that strong to let other motherfuckers know.
How you-
So what that also tells me is this nigga has pulled up to the crib one time, or his car has been parked there, and another nigga done pulled up on him, not realizing, oh, your man's here? Okay. You have to do something to broadcast
How
that
do you know he
your...
doesn't like back in
What?
the face?
Explain it.
How do you know it's back
It doesn't
in the face?
matter. You got a license plate that says Maya's Man on it. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's sucker shit.
Now, what if she bought the car and the name's in her car?
That's
and,
even worse.
And the
What
vanity
if it's-
plate.
That's even worse.
That is worse.
What is like
No,
an
I'm
Audi
not
A8?
riding around
Yeah.
because it wasn't. It was like a fucking Kia Sorento. It wasn't nothing fancy or no shit like that. If it was like a Bentley or something, okay, cool. I'll shut the fuck up.
You'd be
You
a
riding
bitch-
around in
you'd
the
be a bitch
Bentley,
for that, huh?
right? Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
man, she paid
But
for this.
this shit said, "Come on, man, y'all got to do better." That's
That's
some
sucker shit,
sucker shit. Come on, would you do that?
Not no Sorrento, nigga.
No, whatever the fuck it was. You gonna say it? Yeah, I'm Maya's Man. That's who I am. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you and Maya. How about that? Fuck that car.
Man,
Sucker
you got
shit.
you see any sucker shit out here in the world with you know, designing things for the culture and I know you got that hip hop history we ain't expound on just yet. But
Right. I would say Gucci, man. They took the whole starter jackets and like raped the starter and like took like the whole New York, the Bubble Boys and all that stuff, and them niggas charging like $3,000, $1,500 for it. Like they just took it and was like, yo, I'm gonna just take this shit, throw Gucci on it, and just like, yo, this is it. Like, haha. And even the Dapper Dan shit they did back in the day, and you know, tried to steal his style and you know, took his design, and then it was like, all right, we sorry, we gonna bring Dapper Dan on now, you know, and all that stuff. So it's just like, man, that shit.
man, sucker
Them
shit.
high end people, like I ain't really mess with them like that. I never was really into that high end fashion shit anyway.
right.
They're all, like the street shit, but
'Cause
still, like
those are the for sure culture vultures.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
and which are sucker shit supreme. I mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
almost as bad to me personally. It's probably shout out to you if you did it, internet. But if you took your wife's last name, I feel like personally that's sucker shit.
Sucker shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Took your
Mrs.
wife's last-
Tabitha
took your wife's
Jones.
last
Yeah.
name, sucker shit?
Yeah, you get introduced at your wedding. No, introducing Mr. and Mrs. Tabitha Jones. Like, fuck is it?
Wow.
You one of them, ain't you?
No, man. I just don't. When have you ever bumped into someone that does that?
They
Hey,
exist, bro.
it happened.
They exist. They definitely exist.
No one does that, bro.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna take my wife's name because you know, sucker shit. I don't fuck with hyphens.
Maya's
dog.
Man.
I don't fuck with
It's
hyphens.
the same
You
people.
don't fuck with hyphens?
I don't fuck with hyphens.
That's the same people.
It's,
Maya's
it's
Man.
all or nothing.
So let me ask, what's your example? I mean, what's your latest edition of sucker shit out here, BTF Teek?
The latest, probably this new iPad is some sucker shit. One, because I don't have it. Two, it's too goddamn expensive.
Like
And
1500.
yeah, and three, why does this shit run faster than an actual laptop?
Yeah, maybe.
Fuck, it's 2200 fully loaded. Okay,
Really?
and it's
What'd
smacking.
you say?
It's 2200 fully loaded.
200. God, then they
It's-
got to buy a used car for
They're,
that.
they're
That's
top.
sucker
They're
shit.
top tier one. it smacks any of their iMac Pros or the iPad Pros or fucking iMac Pros. You know what I'm talking about? The laptop.
Yeah, these companies, man, they for real participate
Sucker
in
shit.
shit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
AT&T right now, my service, on some sucker shit. That's all I gotta say. How the fuck you escalate some shit to a department that doesn't have a phone number that I can call or they can call? It's just a bulletin that gets logged. Who in the fuck is taking care of this charge?
Well, shout out to you for that, because I got Sprint, and somehow last week they just went down nationwide and hit us all with the hands up emoji. Like, we don't know.
Can't help you. Sorry.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's
Sucker
real
shit right
sucker
there.
shit, right?
Somebody needs to come out with a consulting company as the middleman for telecommunications.
Anti-sucker shit.
Anti-sucker shit. Frustrated about your bill? Don't want to talk to him? Come to us. Spend all day arguing with your carrier. Come fucks with us. That'll be hilarious. I'm gonna come up with
Argue on my behalf? Yeah, yeah. I'll pay a nigga to talk
I
to
definitely
AT&T.
would do that
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here you go.
Hey.
Give him whatever you charge. Give me a free case
I would definitely do that.
and a free phone. God damn it! Listen, man, your boy LV, Keebler. That's I was right, by the way. It's Keebler's dark roast. Is the name? You trying to say Keebler, motherfucker? It's Keebler.
Okay. Your
On the
mistake.
last show. No, it's your mistake. I know what the hell I was saying.
Your mistake.
Keebler's blend, man, a dark roast coffee. Your boy LV, right? The Daily Brew. Fenton Shark Tank is coming up very soon. $10 right now. I think of his tickets again. There's the live stream he has up on the Daily Brew Coffee / on Facebook. So check him out there. I'm excited. I think he's gonna win. I know he's gonna win. Got a will to win. That $1,000, man, to go and help towards his brand. How crazy is that? So
Nice.
coffee that brews conversations. He is literally committed every 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, interviewing someone new each week. Just because, podcasting can take some time to post and get up. Sherm works hard every week, scumbag in between, his scumbaggery to get this production up for you. So we appreciate you, scumbag Sherm.
Scumbagging is hard, bro.
Scumbag is hard out here. It's getting cold too, man. Minus below 30 out here, so I get it. But yeah, LV, man, check him out again. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday on Facebook Live. If you're not following him, definitely follow the brother. Make sure to check him out, man. Flint Town in the building. So no, Flint still doesn't have clean water, by the way.
Oof, man, don't even get me started.
Still no clean water in Flint.
Well, we got a new governor in tow, so maybe she'll make something happen. Maybe
We'll see.
Maybe.
Still waiting on my 12 plants.
Question before we get up out of here for the night, man, you were telling us, man, you host rap events out here. I heard. You know what
Yeah, I'll
I'm saying?
be
Can the people come out and holler at you?
Yeah. Uncle P hosts a monthly beat battle. Shout out to Uncle P, DetroitRap.com. Like towards the end of the month, where he puts on for people like all like producers, have rappers come out. We usually do it. Used to do it at the Bullfrog. Now do it at Dime Underground Detroit. Okay. Man, Uncle P puts on for the city like he's a DJ. Been helping people out for the longest. Runs DetroitRap.com. I sponsor it with him. With Flya and Average, and then winner throw him a little cash prize. That type of thing. Like just people like come out, do beats, you do head-to-head battle and all that. Like he usually does the March Madness and tournament in March, which is like one of the biggest ones in the city. Like it's go crazy. Like people will come like all out, like 16 different people going head-to-head tournament style. Like yeah. So yeah, shout out to Uncle P, shout out to DetroitRap.com. Just putting on for the city and everything. Yeah.
Now I know it's about to be busy season, a year, college kids coming home, all that kind of stuff. Christmas season rolling around. It's perfect time to get these kind of events popping. Is there anything going on immediately coming up this you know what I'm saying, like at the end of the month this month? Or
we just had our last one last month, so
okay.
We shutting it down towards to next year. Because with the holiday time, some people don't like to show up for events and everything
man,
like
it's
that.
getting rough out here. Motherfuckers canceling left and right and everything else on your ass.
Right. But it's a good time for them kind of things. People come back home, they've been missing it, they want to hit the scene, they want to get
right
it,
right
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Speaking of sucker shit, niggas that don't show up for their interviews.
No comment.
That's the sucker shit.
Right.
No
Right?
comments.
Trying to help put folks on Not even a call, last minute type shit. Like we have nothing going on. Like we don't have anything planned and nothing to do with our lives, but we sit around and wait on people to get interviewed. And they're just like, oh yeah, I can't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, see if you never ever make it back here to the show. So internet that is not Maine, that's not Flya the Average brand. They definitely
not.
showed up here on time,
Yeah,
doing their thing, you know, brought gifts, begging gifts, you know, the BTF juice is flowing yet again. So
Hey, shout out to any podcasters that know that struggle.
yeah, man. Exactly. And
Yeah,
again,
that's the thing.
it's room for all of us out here.
Right.
It's room for all us podcasters out here. Pick up the mic, turn them shits on, and record. Maine, I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all,
the
man.
gifts.
Definitely. Yeah.
Already, definitely, man. Y'all got to support, man. Go get these hoodies, man. FlyerThanAverage.com. Okay, check them out. What was this hyphenated boy again?
Be Flya, BEFLYA.com. Be Flya. That's the new motto. So, you know, website, it'll take you right there. Everything. Yeah.
Get them set up, man. We're gonna do some things, man. I feel it. BTF,
Absolutely.
Flya the Average coming soon.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
putting it out there to the internet, to the universe.
Oh,
brother,
yeah.
man.
Oh,
So, last words, man, before we go.
Man, like I said, you can check me out on IG, Flya than Average, FLYATHANAVERAGE. Check me out, my little Flya Fridays post, where, you know, any shoe that you picked up, you think is dope, tag it Flya Fridays. We'll retweet it, repost it. We've been doing that every Friday as well, too. You know, check out the website, BEFLYA, Be Flya. Hoodie season right now, man, and that's pretty much it, man. The spring stuff coming next year. We're going to hit them hard in the head with that.
Yes, sir.
Got the designs and everything set up now, so let's get it, man. That's
That's what
it.
we do. Regular ass time. Any words for the people?
Stay sucker free.
Stay sucker free. Come back, Sherm.
Stay warm. Shit, it's cold out here.
Depending on where you at.
Yeah.
Depending on where you at. That's it, Internet's the Blue Tigers Fitness Show. And we out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.